CBSSports.com has come out with their midseason predictions for Player of the Year. There were 7 folks voting on this, and we have a toss-up between T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett. Important to note, Myles Garrett did not practice dealing with a foot issue, but they do expect him to be good to go, and he has been outstanding. That's the kind of year Myles Garrett is having. He's on pace to potentially break the NFL sack record.
You know, I think back to a year ago, and we were having the same conversation back then about those two being the front runners, and then it sort of went off the rails for Myles. You know, he got COVID, missed a couple games, came back, couldn't get his breath. I'm hopeful that this year he can sustain it, because I do think that he's been more integral to the Browns' defensive success than what T.J. Watt has been for Pittsburgh. And that's not to slight Watt in any way. That guy's great, but I would personally, I might be a little biased on it. I think Myles deserves it, and I think if he goes out and gets the NFL sack record, certainly if he gets 20 sacks, and he's on pace to do that, it's going to be hard to not give it to him. And I saw the third name there was Aaron Donald. The fact that both of those guys are over him, and you look at what that guy's doing with the Rams team, that tells you what kind of impact and what kind of national respect that Myles Garrett is finally and consistently getting, and that doesn't even take into account the endemic holding that he suffers on every single snap, Dave. It's tough to watch him get held and still wind up being that just proves how superb Myles Garrett is, because he is getting so many uncalled holding penalties in every game. It's obvious, he just throws his arms up in frustration after the play, like, what do I have to do to get a call? And he's still very effective. He's just so much fun to watch. I really hope that he gets it. I hope that he can sustain the pace this year.
Yeah, it's almost like because he is so physically gifted that he's being penalized for that.